Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 127. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Mondays with Mello, and today I'm talking about why I keep my circle small. And what I mean by that is why I have very few friends and very few family members I kind of, keep in touch with. So, quick little quote. I'm close to very few people, but those few people mean everything to me. Yeah, that explains me in a nutshell. And it's because I'm introverted, I'm an only child, I'm a loner, uh, plenty of things. This loner stuff kind of has changed me a little bit. But anyway, let's jump into it. Now, when you're on this journey of growth, the reality is you won't be able to keep everyone around, right? And sometimes you will have to let go of people, and some people will feed you. You'll have to feed from a long spoon, and very few people will last and stay around, and that's just how it goes. And to add to it, very few people will support you fully. And I've already done a podcast on how the closest people won't really support you. There'll be more of strangers and people that you don't know that will want to know about you and who you are and your story and why you do the things you do. So, yeah, if you're able to find that podcast, I don't remember the podcast number because, I I do so many of these on a regular basis. But anyway, I keep my circle small because it's easier and I know who's, really down for me and who really wants to see me win and do well in my life. And I keep people around me who have goals either as big as mine or bigger than mine. And honestly, I want people around me where there's no jealousy, no worry about, hate or if they're cheering me on or anything like that. So you want to keep people around you who are cheering you on or are inspiring you to be great. And, my three best friends, they know I'm on this journey and they understand. They're not readers or anything like that, and they're not crazy, into all the content that I do. But we do discuss, world issues, and we do discuss certain things, and we understand each other and our points of view and things like that. It's funny because the last time I was home in New York, and it was cold as ever. That was the last time I'll ever do that, but. We were in a car and we were just discussing like a whole lot of things that are going on around us and going on in the world, and you know it was just refreshing to kind of hear their viewpoints and what they're thinking, and very similar mindset to what I was thinking about certain things. And it's just interesting to like hear those things and have those conversations in the car going to go play pool for a few hours. But those are the people that you want to have in your life. And, even there's times where we have difference of opinion, especially when it comes to sports. But it's just, good to have those type of people around you that see your vision and know what you're doing. And my friends, they know like when I'm about to, buckle down and start writing, they know that it's time for me to, lock in and do what I have to do. And, they know that the conversation is about to end, and they understand that. And they know that, we'll catch up another time and things of that nature. And the greatest part is my best friends know when I'm good, and, they do their part in making sure that I stay focused on what I'm doing. And the biggest need for me is understanding, support, motivation, and inspiration. And my best friends all have that. They understand the work that I have to do. They know I'm grinding hard, and they know the time it takes to achieve my goals and aspirations. And the reality of it is that my three best friends, they have their own goals. One's working on trying to find a career. One is into the investing and working on getting himself a car, a really good car for himself. And another one is working on getting a house for himself within the next year. So, to have friends like that have those big goals like that, that says, okay, well, I have good people around me, and I know that, uh, that small circle of friends is all I really need. And, you know, I have like, other close friends, but they aren't as goal oriented, as me or my other friends. So, I don't really immerse myself in having conversations with them because they're selling themselves short of what their potential could really be. And the biggest advice that I can give people is to keep 4 to 5 close friends around because that's all you're really going to need. The majority of your contacts in your phone, they're not really like your friends. They're more of associates. And my breakdown of it is associates, friends, and best friends. Um, my best friends are the ones that matter to me. So it's top 5 of my mom, my aunt, and my 3 best friends. That's it. Like, if you make it in the next 5 realm of it, it's gonna be like family members, things like that, like my uncle in California, things like that, and my little cousins and all that stuff. But um, keeping your circle small really helps you along the way. It allows you to weed out like people who uh, don't cheer on your successes and aren't really happy for you when you're doing things. And it's funny because when I decided to move to the West Coast, when I told my 3 best friends, it was funny because they didn't believe me at first. They were like, "Wait, what? Hold on. When? You're leaving when? What? Really? No way. For real? Stop playing." Like it was more of like, "Nah, chill, bro." And the only reason why was because I had like just like hung out with them, because my 3 best friends are all brothers. I just hung out with them like for one of their birthdays at the oldest house, and it's the youngest birthday, whatever. So it was like that weekend was like the last Saturday in September, and hanging out at the house, whatever, and having food, and standing in the summer, you're in fall mode, but the weather was still decent. It was still in like 60s, 70s, whatever. And we're hanging out, having fun, whatever. Had a good time, whatever. My oldest best friend, he drove me home, whatever, fine. And then like a week later, I get approved for an apartment, and to have that conversation, they were like, "Wait a minute, like hold on, like." But I had told my youngest best friend that I was working on moving to the West Coast, whatever the conversation was. But you kind of have those conversations with everyone, but you're like, is it gonna come to fruition? Is it not? And then when they realized it was real, and I was like, look, and they're like, oh, okay, that's your apartment. Oh, and then things got real, and then they were just like hype and excited. But then, we hung out that one last time, and then it was just like, damn, bro, like you're gonna be gone, and like it's gonna suck. It's not gonna be the same. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but the good part is whenever I go home, there is that 1 or 2 days where the time is carved out for me to spend time with them and hang out with them. And now two of them are talking about coming out here, hanging out, here where I live. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in the desert, so it's a little hot. So it's like, let's wait till the end of the year when that works out. But anyway, what I'm really trying to say is, most people don't really want to see you succeed. And you're going to have people who are doing the hokey pokey, which means they're going to put one foot in and then the one other foot is out, and they're not going to be like fully invested into seeing you doing well. Most people will like your content on social media, leave the comments, but never fully support you. You're going to have people around you that will support all that you're doing. And that goes a long way. And energy plays a huge role in how far you'll go in life. And keeping the right people around you is going to help you in so many ways, even if it's 1 or 2 people. And that's all that really matters. You don't need the whole world, around you. You just need a few that are really going to push you to be great. And the one thing that I look forward to is having someone special in my life, and I'm supporting her and she's supporting me, and um, there is someone special that I do think about when it comes to mind. Um, and I think that it's going to work out and it's going to materialize. And she probably will not listen to this podcast ever, so I'm safe on that end. Um, but I will say that there is a special connection between us, and I look forward to that journey and shifting into that place where we're both motivating and inspiring each other to be great. So there's so many reasons why I keep my circle small. It makes it easier on myself. So when, you know, the elevated success comes, I can weed through everyone and go, okay, you guys were around and you guys really weren't. And that's the key in all of it. So find your top five, make sure that they don't take away your energy. They don't keep you from elevating yourself to being successful. And they have goals for themselves, because the people who have goals, they're going to be the ones that are going to support you the most, because they have no reason to really hate on you. And with that said, that's my podcast for today. I thank you guys for listening as always. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.